Good afternoon, greetings and salutations. This is Passionate Bliss. Welcome to this week's episode of As the Circus Turns, also known as Blues Clues 124 on Kick, the streaming service. It is, of course, again, rapper Blueface, and he has a host of characters. He's basically doing a reality TV show in his home. The current characters are himself and his living girlfriend, baby mama, Nevaeh, her son Superior, and he has cameraman that he calls nigga number one. That's actually his security guard that he's had for years. Nigga number two, nigga number three, and nigga number four, who's actually an Asian of some sort. He's new to the cast, but these are the people who are almost always there. The cameramen, of course, try to stay behind the camera, but they do now and then get called in front of the camera, and they hang out with him, travel with him at all times for hours at a time. And it's pretty much showing what his daily life is like. And he has done this even before he started streaming it for years. And so currently the main cast are he himself, his living girlfriend, her son, and the baby. The new baby that they just had, who's 5 days old, 5 or 6 days old now. And so primarily for the last couple of days, it has been a show of Blueface actively trying to turn a hoe into a housewife. I'm effectively calling her a hoe because he had 3 different men come out to claim the baby that she just delivered. And she has taken a paternity test and she's going to mail it off tomorrow to prove that the baby is his. He believes the baby is his. He's already signed the birth certificate. She's just wanting to prove this so the people and the men who trolled her and said that they were the baby's daddy can be proven wrong. And he's trying to turn this hoe into a housewife. She says the hoeing days are behind her. And apparently he's attracted to her enough to try to believe her, and he's actively trying to do this. So since she came back from the hospital having the baby, she has shown low initiative into getting into the swing of being a housewife. He's complaining about her not cooking, not cleaning. Yesterday, he spent 2 hours at least putting foot in her ass about not taking her 4-year-old son to pre-K, to school. And primarily, and as he pointed out, he always starts out asking her nicely first. He'll ask her nicely to do things 2 or 3 times, but she has a smart mouth and a nasty foul mouth, and she likes to clap back and talk back tit for tat with him as if he's not $1 million man, giving her thousands of dollars each month for just being there. And his primary things he wants to do is cook, clean, take care of the kids. That's all he's ever asked her to do. And of course, whatever bedroom activities they do. And so she was his side chick for 5 years before he promoted her to girlfriend after the pregnancy took place. And so he dug in her behind for hours with her clapping back, cursing her out, calling her all kind of bees and all manner of speech, and riding her like a rodeo bronco until she, just finally got quiet and quit talking back. And some of the things that he said was, I'm not taking her to the new house because she hasn't proven that she can handle this house. And, I feel like she's processing this. Not only that, his mother got on live yesterday and got on her behind as well, telling her that, you need to do better than this. You need to, this ain't gonna last. This ain't gonna work for you. I can see you losing your case right now. You haven't, he said, first of all, you had a baby, but there's no reason for you to be looking the way you're looking. The thing about Nevaeh, she don't like to fix her hair. She is okay with walking around looking like a dust mop. And her mama said he's looking at that, and if you think that, he's not, you mistaken, and you can find out the hard way when somebody else is in your spot. Because these girls do want to be in her spot. They're actively competing on this show for him. He goes out every weekend with a new woman. And so, but she's agreed to that. He's told her he want her to be the Monday through Friday woman, cook, clean, keep the kids, and he'll have fun on the weekends. She's agreeing to that, but she's complaining about the disrespect, and he is disrespectful to her. But since they came home from the hospital with the baby, he's only gotten on her about not performing these duties, because she's doing other things, but she's not doing these duties. And he's not being fooled by any of it. Oh, I'm trying to heal. Oh, no, but you're not healing because you're going to the park with the baby. You going out to a restaurant with the baby. You're not somebody that's laying around. She didn't have a C-section. She didn't have an episiotomy. She pushed that baby right out. Originally, she was talking about, I have so much energy. But if she realized he wanted her to continue her duties, she tried to say she's healing. But nobody's buying it. Because a lot of what he's asking her to do, she can sit down and do. Or she could break it up, and he's telling her you don't have no kind of organization, no kind of plan. And he's not buying it because he's giving her, he even went through today how much he's given her. This month alone, the month of August, he's already given her $1,200, over $1,200 for, in his opinion, doing nothing. Now, I'm going to give her a huge amount of credit for pushing out the baby. But in his opinion, she's done nothing for it. And he really was, but when he got up this morning, the little boy was going to school. I remember I said yesterday he was digging in her behind about that boy not being in school. And he's right. Who's arguing with that? He was saying it to her in a nasty way, but he was right. And she was clapping back, really, because he started out, he asked her nice originally, why is the baby not in school? I mean, he started out nicely, but he was calling all kind of B's and everything else by the time he got through, because she kept running her mouth and clapping back. So today, he gets up. The little boy's gone. Where's the little boy at? Oh, you took your son to school today? Okay, she took him to school. She's talking about Ann did. Acting like she really did it. And she's got her hair done. She's got the little baby hair bangs. Her hair is up. She got on a nice little dress. She was putting on a waist trainer. He's smiling at her, looking at her, talking about, oh, you look good with that waist trainer on. So, the thing about it is that you want to say, oh, give her time. But you acting like he's not a man and he's not for real looking at you. And all she did was put on a clean dress and put a waist trainer on. He's smiling and complimenting her. Yeah, that's what I want you to look like, except without that trainer. But his mother in the live told her, look, he's looking at you. His mother said, put on the waist trainer, put on the band, put on some clean clothes, fix your hair. Maybe you feel better. Wash up, change clothes. You might feel better. You might feel like doing a little something. Back in the day, we only got 2 weeks off of work and we had to be back on the job, fully functional. So nobody's really buying her, I just had a baby. Not when you're doing all this other stuff. But you ain't doing nothing in here. So his mother was telling her, who she don't like. She was on her lives talking to her, telling her what she needed to do. And showing up this morning, Nevaeh got up doing everything. She had the little boy going to school. So she had to get up. She got him dressed. She got him ready. She had him at school by the time Blue got up. She was cooking breakfast. He was like, look, Chad, see? We had a bad day yesterday, and now she's doing everything. Now she woke up, they had the baby at school, got breakfast cooked right here. She cleaning up. She in there cooking. She about to go cook. And she came in there, oh, I'm about to cook lunch now. He's smiling with her, kissing her. He getting all affectionate and everything. He feeling good. He thinking that, I'm effectively turning a hoe into a housewife. And he said he was feeling so good, he sent her $5,000. And, she in there singing and dancing and cooking and everything. It looks lovely. It looks lovely in the circus today, And then his bubble got bursted when he found out that she did not take the boy to school. She had his security guard drive the boy to school. He got upset with that. Number one, she's only on that security guard for 3 months. He's upset that she sent her son alone to school with a man that she barely knows. Don't even know his whole name. And so he got upset about that. And then number two, he got upset that she allowed him to compliment her more than once for getting up and getting him to school and didn't tell him that she didn't actually take the boy. She had somebody else do it. So he felt like she was taking credit for something she didn't do. And then when he confronted her on it, because she let it slip out that she didn't take the boy, and he confronted her about it. Well, why'd you let me think that you took him and you didn't take him? I see what kind of person you are. Take credit for somebody else's work. Then she, said that, well, he offered, so there was help here. He said, no, you don't have no help. He wants her to do it all herself because she don't do nothing else. And he's giving her $10,000 You know, working 40 hours a week. I don't earn $10,000 a month working 40 hours a week. All you got to do is cook and clean. And those of us who work are doing that and 40 hours. So we don't have a lot of sympathy for her in the chat. And the chat was riding her too, calling her lazy. She is lazy. She wants to be a housewife but don't want to do the wifing. Just want to be in the house and collect money from this man. And hopefully she's saving it because she don't spend it on nothing. She don't buy clothes. She barely get dressed. She ain't spending up on hair and makeup. Only thing I do notice is that she have her nails done. And her face is buried in her phone. Come to find out, she's working. She's posting things on Instagram for money. So she getting at least $5,000 a month from that, because he started counting her money after he got mad that she didn't do everything he told her to do, and then lied to him about it. And then when he called the security guard to say, you know, what happened, what time did you take him to school, what time was she up, and start checking on her, come to find out he did not volunteer. She told him to take the boy to school. He said she insisted that he take the boy to school. And a part of it is that she's entitled. I think because she's half white, that's her white side. She's entitled, and she feels like his staff is her staff, and they're not. That man's a security guard. He pays him, and she be asking the cameramen to do things for her, like they're her staff, and they're not. He pays them. That's his staff, and he was telling her, "You don't have no help, so my staff should not be volunteering to help you do nothing. This is your job. You need to do it." So he got mad about that. He said she was a finesser and she was, using him. He said, "I feel like you, took my voice on his back." And he was going off and being with it, but he was serious. He was, being dramatic with it. But he really meant what he was saying. And so they got into it about that. He went back to calling her bees and all kind of things. And she got upset. So her bubble was bursted. His bubble was bursted. And he said he's going to get her back. He said, "That's okay, I'm going to get her back." She did have a better attitude this time, I guess, because you got $5,000 in your pocket now. So she apologized for it and said it won't happen again, that she will take him from now on. And, and so he kind of letting it go. But he said, "That's okay, I'm going to let her think she got away, but I'm going to get her back for that." And he said, "I'm going to let her think she get away, but I'm going to get her back." And I believe he will. And so come on. That's where we are with this recent episode for the last couple of days of As the Circus Turns. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree with him. Do you think she's lazy? I do. But I do appreciate her trying to make herself look better and do a little bit. And also, she had about 5 or 6 people come over to the house today. And he said they're up there helping her clean up. Which is good. But I also feel like she felt better because she got the money. And also she heard him say, if she can't handle this house, I'm not taking her to the new, bigger house. And I think she's trying to earn her way into that bigger house again. And I think she's trying to improve her attitude. So we'll see if it works. Let me know what you think. Comment below.